Really back. Had to restart the whole thing. Started from so I'll let you guys find me if you find me live. If not, I will be posting the videos and you can watch them at your leisure. Of course, we're doing 2 boxes tonight. I didn't do any of the randoms yet, so we're doing everything from scratch. Boxes 451 and 452 breaks. Of course, we've done over 470 jerseys. We've had some double boxes in the past, but so welcome everybody back. You can find me. Thank you for holding on. Had to restart everything, so I mean, I think everything should be running smooth now. Hopefully, there's no droppages. Everything looked good leading up. I was getting a little worried the first time we went live because there were some in the half hour leading up to that, so was not surprised that it went down. So everything should be fine from here on out. Like I said, I don't want to break with everybody here live, anybody here live. Of course, I do record these. Of course, they're always posted. I was explaining to everybody earlier that this Tuesday and Thursday Facebook like normal. Next Wednesday. So this week, Tuesday and Thursday, no changes. And I'll put the stop next weekend so you guys will know that it's Tuesday and Wednesday Facebook next week. But this week, Tuesday, Thursday, just like normal. After we're done breaking, of course, I was working on the spot price preview a little while earlier at some time, and of course, so it'll drop it down. But I have to enter in eBay to start on Tuesday and next Sunday. So we're getting into the really exciting number of boxes for you guys, of course, with 33 tonight. Then we'll be doing 32 on Tuesday, 31 on Thursday, and just like that, we're into 30 and 29 next Sunday. So the good stuff still to hit are still in there. We only hit one of the reload jerseys in the after from Sunday on. I'm trying to see who's been warming up. I know Ty's been doing really well. He's been pretty hot. Thomas hit, broke his streak. Him getting the win column, and Ryan S hit last Sunday as well. Ryan S is hit. Shirley Mike A needs a hit, is what Shirley Mike A has been saying. But we'll see. We got, like I said, we have a pretty good crowd today. 13 of 14 owners, of course, with 34 boxes. Not tons to go around. Dale closed us out. But we have James M tonight, Big Al, Sodic, Stale C's, he closed us out. Ron, of course, Shirley, Mike A. Here on Sundays. Mike H is with us again, of course. James M, CK's got a couple. Thomas M has a spot, and Anthony C, one of our longtime WAFFLEBOARD breakers, grabbed a spot on eBay. He was here with our spot. Anytime anybody takes a break, I'm more than happy to see them back, either for a short period or, to churn out with us. Like I said, I was with or against you guys many, many moons ago building my PC, which is, now I'm starting to pare it down a little bit. I try never to, keep it above a certain level. And that's why some of these jerseys right from my PC go into the half dozen, but I think 3 or 4 made it end of this. Like I said, I'm already working towards the next one. 10 jerseys already in-house, plus the stuff that's in boxes that I have backups for. Nothing is exact. I have different colors or different styles and, for everything that's boxed up. So I'm waiting for you guys to hit. So the randomizer has to help me. Of course, I'm always grabbing stuff, when I see it, especially, we haven't seen in a while. Good. You guys hear? If you're seeing that, see, that's not my system. I reset it. Let me see. You guys hear? I took a blip, but it looks like it's still live. But I don't want to assume that. Who's in the room? Is anybody here in the room? Give me a holler. Let me know there's living, breathing people here in the video. What's going on? Give me some chat. There's people here, so I'm assuming that we're going live. Let me look at it. Let me see if it's on my phone live. Keep it along. There it is. Thanks, man. Very good, very good. So, like I said, I hate to see when it drops out, but when it shoots like that. Sometimes I get that zap, and then it says I'm offline for a second, but it came back. So let's not wait too long. Obviously, we got some people back with us. I don't want to worry. I don't want to risk losing the stream, so I have it live on my phone just so I know as well. But like I said, 34 boxes today. We'll be doing 2 stuff in here. Let's get to my randomizers. Where's my list? Okay, let's bring this over here. Okay. Of course, we always do 5 or more on our randomizer. Of course, all of our boxes are here. 60 and 30, the 2 from last year, the only 2. Then, of course, we have 30 and 38 from February. The January boxes are gone. And then we have the 2 from 53 and 57 from March. Then we have 5, 8, and 15 from the most recent reload. So there we go. We only hit 1 reload box so far, so there's still 15 of the 16. So let's go. Let's get these boxes. We're going to randomize for the 1. We'll back that number out, and then we'll get a different die roll for the second box. So let's do that now. Let's roll the dice for first. How many times are going to random it? And it's 10 or 9. 9 times. Always 5 or more in our dice rolls. So 9 times our first box. Let's get to going. I don't want to waste too much time. 34 boxes for the first one. Let's see, we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It feels weird not having any hockey to watch, even though we have a whole finals coming. 8. Okay, and the box we're going to open first is going to be box number 63. 63 it is. 34 boxes, 9 times. Box 63. So let's get that down. Let me make that note. Okay, box 63. Okay. Back that out. 63 is right there. Okay, we're going to go 5 or more again. See, we got 5 or more on a dice roll. And that is 7. So 7 times for our second box. So let's get that second box. Okay, here we go. 1, 33 boxes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and good luck, everybody. The second box we're going to open up is going to be box number 96. That is a reload. 96, 7 times. 96, 33 boxes, 7 times. 96. Okay, 63 and 96. Okay. Okay, there's my list there. Let me circle it on here. And 96. 63. Okay. Good stuff. Okay. You guys are on there. Let's take 63 and 96. 63 is on the bottom of the left column, of course. And 96 is the middle of the right column. Okay. Whew. Okay. Excited. Make sure you guys are excited for the finals. They start Wednesday, like I said, so they won't be, no finals games will be happening before we break on Tuesday. Of course, and then there will be one game in when we break on Thursday. So looking for Florida won their cup last year, so I'm not rooting against them, but I David and Dry and Steph Skinner get his cup, and of course his career capping cup, and I kind of would like to see Edmonton win. I mean, they're the most fun of the two teams. The Florida is pretty fun too, so I wouldn't begrudge Florida if they won, but I think I'll probably have to root for Edmonton if I have to pick one of the two But you know, by all means, I would love to see Florida win it again. I'm already in the finals with 6 straight Stanley Cup participants, 2 cups by the Bolts and 1 by Florida so far. So that's pretty impressive that the state of hockey tends to be Florida right now. So here we go. 63 it is. Good luck, everybody. 63. 63. This is one of our older boxes. I said everything in the right column is pretty old. So 63 it is. So one of the older, one of the newer. Where's my list? Okay, here we go. Box 63. What do you got for us, box 63? Oh, one of my favorite players, too. Here we go. Everybody that didn't get a chance to watch them, even though they bowed out earlier this year. This is Mark Scheifele, Winnipeg Jets. Love Mark Scheifele. That's the Fanatics. That's a Fanatics COA sticker and card. Mark Scheifele, number 55. Love Mark Scheifele. He's sad that he lost his father the day before their last game. He had a goal, of course, in the game. There it is. Mark Scheifele, Winnipeg Jets. There he is. Winnipeg Jets Fanatics jersey. Mark Scheifele. Everybody should be a fan of Mark Scheifele to watch his hockey. He definitely plays a good all-around style. He's a little rugged, very skilled. Winnipeg Jets have had some great numbers the last couple of years. He's not the captain or anything like that, but he's definitely one of their scoring stars. So Mark Scheifele, there you go. Mark Scheifele finally comes out. It's been in there a while. Congratulations. I don't know who has Mark Scheifele. Tougher with the eBay spots, so I don't know off the top of my head who actually had the spot tonight, but that's been in there a while. Congratulations. And now we're up to box 96. Good luck, everybody. Let's see what we got. Box 96. Like I said, this is boxed up. There we go. Box 96. What are you going to show us? This is another good one. Reebok, Montreal Canadiens. They believe was the first American captain for the Montreal Canadiens. Max Pacioretty played great down the stretch with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Looking to get another contract someplace, maybe a 1-year contract. And this comes from the grading company in Canada, obviously, where they had signing with him back when he was with Montreal. Obviously played in Vegas. There it is. Max Pacioretty, 67. Montreal Canadiens. I love the Reeboks. A big fan of the Reeboks. So I grab them as much as I can. There it is. Max Pack. Good American kid. There it is. Doesn't have the C, so it was before he even wore the C. There it is. Max. I know we're still on, so chat was disconnected. Says I'm connected. So there we go. Max Pacioretty. 67. Let's see what we have. Let me see. Max Pacioretty and Mark Scheifele. Tonight. Where is my Mark Scheifele? Mark Scheifele tonight goes to Ron. Congratulations, Ron. Picking up the Mark Scheifele. He's been in there a while. He's one of my favorites. Very, very nice. And Max Pacioretty goes to Thomas M. Thomas M. Congratulations, Thomas. Thomas is starting to get hot. Look at that. You go without hitting forever, and then boom, you see it twice basically in a week. Congratulations, fine sir. This will take home the hits tonight's 55. So congratulations, both you guys. Looking forward. What comes out this week, Tuesday and Thursday? Like I said, we're getting close to the 20s. We're down to 32 and 31 on Tuesday and Thursday this week. I'll do my best. I'll get the spot price preview up. Get the spots entered into the eBay for Tuesday. But there, you talk about being in a cold streak, and now you're on. Congratulations on the Max Pack. My favorites. Loved him when he was in Vegas. Obviously, he was the first captain, first American captain, I think, of the Canadians, maybe second. I don't know. I think he might have been. Might have been the first. So he played great there. Obviously, he's evolved his role from being kind of like a scoring sniper kind of guy to like an all-around in the playoffs, and I'm sure he'll get a contract at least. But I don't know if it'll be back at Toronto, but we'll see. Earned some more time in the NHL. Had a great year, and Scheifele's one of my all-time favorites. And play him and my boy, the ginger sniper Kyle Connor, up in Winnipeg. And Scheifele, if you haven't watched it, make sure you Google empty that goal, Mark Scheifele, and see the punishment he puts out on somebody trying to put it into that goal. It's forever that image of Mark Scheifele saying, "Yeah, you're not getting a cheap one here." So that was great. So congratulations, obviously, to Ron and Thomas. Look at Thomas. Look how Thomas coming through. Big hit. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Sorry about the connection delays, but the video will be up shortly on Facebook or on YouTube and the Facebook page, so you guys can check that in. But it doesn't stop here live to watch. But I'm glad you got to watch that. Very nice, Thomas. I look forward to seeing everybody on Tuesday. Get ready for your beginning of your week. Hopefully the weather's nice wherever you may be. We're getting into that time of year. We got some hockey left. So we got up to possibly 7 games. We'll see how that goes. We got 7 last year. I don't know if we're going to get 7 this year. It's definitely going to be fun. I think both teams are better than they were last year. They're both themselves, and we'll see. Like I said, Edmonton is now battle tested. Been there last year and having to come back from the brink. And Florida, of course, is champion tested as having won and defending the championship now. So it's going to be fun finals. I'm happy to end up with these 2 teams. I think they are the two best teams left. So we'll see what we got. So thank you much, everybody. Waffleboard Breaks appreciates the support, and we'll see everybody here on Tuesday and Thursday. Thank you much, guys. Take